sound is sounding pretty weird. Anyway. Ooh! Look at that. Ooh. Look at that right there. Oh, yes, it's here. Ooh, look at that logo. Ah, yes, I've been waiting for this. Hello there, Yoshi. Yoshida.
Here we are, the letter from the producer live number 36 from Hamburg からお送りしております。自己紹介お願いします。Can you introduce yourself, please?
ファイナルファンタジー14プロデューサー兼ディレクターの吉田です。よろしくお願いします。
そして今回は
通訳を務めさせていただきます徳武あゆみです。I'm going to be handling the English translations for today's broadcast. My name is Ayumi.
はい、そして、進行を務めますスクエニの天竜源一郎
言ったよ。
コミュニティチーム室内です。I am your community global community producer Toshio Murochi, also known as a Foxlong. I will be a moderator here today. So I mean I'm translating myself during this live streaming.
He's doing a good job at it.
If I mistranslating something, just don't remind and don't concern, because nothing important thing is coming from my mouth and my voice is terrible today, especially today. So 今日は私が自分の分は自分で訳すんですけど、
As far as the translator,
とかっても大事なことは言ってませんから、天竜源一郎ですって言って
she's good.
もんですので。
She has her iffy moments though.
Can you say I am your father in that voice?
I am your father.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
しかやることがないもんでして、今日の大半は吉田さんに進行していただきますのでよろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
ということで、今日は何をしましょう。
Okay, so I just want to reiterate real quick that I had to lower the quality of the video in order for the frame rate to not go on the fritz, because right now I'm recording literally my screen on my laptop in order to get this feed, because there's no way I'm going to be able to freaking get this video legitly.
There's a lot.
And so if I was to up this to like 720, frames would be going ridiculous.
We will go slowly.
But just wanted to keep that in mind. It doesn't look too bad. It's at 480, so I have to blame my freaking potato of a laptop.
Understood that in Japan it is 1 in the morning right now, but I'm sure if you're watching this broadcast, you may have already taken the day off for tomorrow.
It's 1 in the morning?
Oh yes, sort of like an early.
It doesn't look like it.
今日はですね、ちょっと言い間違いがないようにですね、していかなきゃいけないこともたくさんあるので、ゆっくりですねやっていこうかなと思ってます。最後まで起きてられる方はぜひ付き合っていただきたいですし。
そうですね。ちなみに我々なぜ今ハンブルグにいるんでしょう。Why we are in Hamburg now?
So we are going to be taking our time so that we are saying everything correctly. We do not want to make a mistake. So for those who are watching, staying up late in Japan, hope you can stay with us throughout the entire broadcast. And he had asked why we're doing this in Hamburg.
ストーンブラッドのメディアツアーに出ておりまして、半分終わりました。北米のメディアツアーが終わってですね、我々ヨーロッパのメディアツアーにやってまいりまして、ハンブルグなんだけど、このなんだろうドマ感。
So we're actually on our media tour for Stormblood right now, and we had finished our first half in North America, and now we're in Europe, in Hamburg, Germany. Of course, we're in Germany, but as you can see, it is very, very Doma-like.
Oh, I was about to say, for a second there, I thought they were in Japan.
そうね。日が長い。
It's 6 p.m. Germany time, but it's still quite bright out here.
Well then, that makes a lot of sense. I was about to say, it's freaking 1 a.m. It doesn't look like it.
駆けつけてくれまして。
So we're going to begin the actual sort of media event starting tomorrow, but we actually have members of the media from Japan visiting us for this broadcast.
そっち側でね、プロデューサーレターライブを見てます。
Watching live from the letter from the producer live.
PC から何か開いてる準備万端です。
They are so prepared. They have like their PCs, their laptops open.
というわけでちょっと長丁場になると思いますが、皆さんゆったりですねご覧いただけると幸いに思います。よろしくお願いします。
So it will be pretty long, but hope you can relax and enjoy the broadcast today.
Oh, trust me, I'm going to
それから
enjoy
初
it.
注意です。
Oh, we'd like to clarify, make some disclaimers. Before
I
we
would
begin.
try to make some notes,
今日実機をたくさん
but
使います。
I don't want to waste too
We will
much
be
time.
utilizing
I'm going to
actual
sip all of
in-game
this.
footage.
いろんなですねこうアクションアイコンやらアクションヘルプやら見えますよ。見えます。
And we're actually using the game machines, and you may see different action icons, different help windows open up.
我々ですねまだ最終調整をしておりますので、数字は変更の可能性が大いにございますということをご了承いただければと思います。
But we are still in the process of our final adjustments. Please understand that some of these numerical items are not final just yet, and there is a high chance that some of these numbers may be adjusted.
あとはですねありそうなのがこういろんな変更かかってますよ。アクションの変更だけ見てもダメなものも結構あります。サブパラメーターが変更されてるとか計算式が変更されてるんでこうなってますみたいな。なのでアクションのヘルプだけ見てもなんだよこれみたいにならないように今日一通り一応説明はするつもりなので。はい。総合的に。そうですね。
And another thing I wanted to preempt is understood that there is a lot of
I
changes
wonder
that
if
are
Yoshi
going
P
to
actually
be
sleeps with that
explained here,
chocobo
but
pillow.
we don't want you to just look at the actions that have been changed because there's a lot of different things that tie into some of these changes, including some of the sub-attributes, as well as
It looks
how damage or
comfy.
whatnot is calculated and some of the formulas for that. So we will make sure to explain everything thoroughly and cover everything that we need to. And so just don't focus in on just the actions, we want to remind you.
はい。
That's why we're here!
ご了承いただければ見せられるものはバトルに関わるものは全部見せていこうかなと思います。じゃあ早速
Sure enough, that's not
ポイントの方お願いします。
typically
So
why
now that
we're
we
here.
have made our disclaimers, we will
We're
show as
also
much as we
here for the
can. So
battle
if we can
system.
switch over to the PowerPoint now.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
さあでは最初に、バトルシステムの変更に関してのお話から先にしますよ。
So we will start our discussion with the changes made to the battle system change.
さあいいですよ。
Current
まず
issues.
そもそもなぜ今回 4.0 で
Let's
バトルシステム
delve
の
into
変
this,
更
shall
を行う
we?
かっていうポイントからおさらいします。
So we'd like to recap why we made these changes and sort of our intentions to do this at 4.0 timing.
はい。
Overly complex.
まず我々
I honestly don't get why people keep on thinking that it's overly complex.
特に初心者これからゲームを始める人にとって非常に
It
複
seems
雑に
like
な
a
って
simple system to me. This is the most simplest of MMOs I've ever freaking
we have
played, and
had
this is the first MMO
accumulated
that
a lot
I've ever
of
played.
different elements
which is
since
funny.
1.0, and we felt that it was an issue for players who are about to join us, newer players that are going to be joining 14.
はい次行きましょう。そしてですね、ホットバーにもうそろそろ入りきらない
That I can understand.
And next item is the hot
It's
bar
more of
space.
not really the hot bar, it's
Some
mostly
players
the
were starting to run
crossbar for
out of hot bar
PS4
space.
players.
まあこのまま仮にね今回レベル70になった場合、さらにアクション増えるともうわけわからないよと。
With this and raising our level cap to 70, of course, you are going to be acquiring so many more actions, and so it might get to be so chaotic almost to have so many different actions added on.
はい。で続いては。あとはですね、個人的にまあ気になってたの
Now,
はキャラクターや
I
まあ
don't really know for sure if the icon management
バトルにまあ強くなってしまったかなと。
The next issue was something that I was personally paying attention to was that rather than focusing on your own character or the boss enemy, people might have had to concentrate so much on their status icons.
さあ続いて あとはですね、コアプレイヤーとカジュアルに遊びたいというプレイヤーの間でかなりのDPS 格差が出てしまっているという現状があります。
And then another issue was the disparity between the DPS that is dealt versus the core players versus the more casual players.
それからですね、今回ジョブ間のシナジーっていうこと
And the biggest issue of them all.
シナジーが強いけど文句はシナジーがないねみたいなところのバランスを徹底的に取り直してます。
There's some synergy between some jobs here and there, but not as.
But Monk not so much. So we revisited that and made adjustments to it.
I am definitely interested in that. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was about to say, why in the world is the X mark on
there? We wanted to
there?
get rid of these problems. That's why we decided it was time for a change.
So with these core points here, I'm definitely interested on exactly what type of changes you made in order to correct these, especially for the final one.
First and foremost, the additional actions. We're just gonna go ahead and abolish it.
So we're going to be getting rid of all of that, of course. The question now is what is the look of the cross roll? I am so interested.
So up till now, if you wanted to play as the warrior job and you wanted the provoke action, you would have to level a different class in order to acquire it, and there was a sort of, it was not very straightforward.
It really wasn't.
So in order to sort of mitigate that problem and get rid of it, what we have done is to add what's called a roll action.
I'm seeing some interesting skills that are... Wait a second.
So what's going to happen is
do I see the ninja skill up in there?
So if it's a tank, it's kind of like an action shared between all the jobs that fit into the tank role.
Okay, I'm seeing like 2 provokes.
So these role actions will be categorized in tank, healer, melee DPS, ranged DPS, and caster.
What in the world is that? What in the world is that right there? That looks like a ninja skill if you look at it closely. But I know it's not. Tank, healer, melee DPS, ranged DPS, caster.
Additional actions.
Okay, I'm interested on the aspect of... This is the biggest thing here, with the caster and the healer being separated. What of Swift Cast? Is healer going to have its own?
So with that, the requirements of acquiring a job changes as well. Initially, in order to become the paladin job, you would have to level your gladiator to level 30 and your conjurer to 15. But with abolishing these additional or cross-class skills, you wouldn't require that sort of second skill. I think it may have been difficult to explain how to obtain these different jobs to people who are not quite familiar with the system.
Don't tell me.
So that's going to be a major change there.
Are you saying that they're completely getting rid of...
So since we have our game machine with us, we would like to show some of these role actions on the actual game. People are getting a little hyped up here. Let's calm down just a little bit.
Show it now!
Okay, if we can switch to the game screen.
Ooh. Holy crap. What we have here for caster?
So what you see here is going to be your...
Is that a healing?
Roll action. Hopefully everybody can see on the screen.
So some of that extra stuff that I saw from the freaking testing live stream yesterday, those are actually cross-roll skills? I thought those were PvP.
Roll actions here are shared between the black mage, the summoner, and then the red mage.
そうですね、迅速。
They're shared from the red mage?
Cast is in there.
What skills are these?
まあちょっと見ていきましょうか。
Okay, let's take
ま
a
あ
quick
今
look.
までほら黒魔導士しか使えなかったアポカタスタスが、まあ
Apocastasis. Apocastasis is shared?
The Apothecatastis.
That's
Only
interesting.
a black mage could use. Sorry, it's a tongue twister. It's now available as a roll action.
あとは変わり種だとそうだな、リレース。
いいです
That looks like a
That is
heal.
unusual would be erase.
That looks like Psychic.
It can delete
Physic,
dots.
actually.
あとはですね、マナシフトは
And then mana shift.
NP20% を他のパーティーメンバーに
Is that a buff?
与える。
You can share with the mana shift. You can shift 20% of your MP to another party member.
Oh! I see.
これ
That is interesting. That actually adds some utility.
What was originally virus is changed to Adoru. Adoru is Adol.
Adol?
まあたくさんの変更が
So it's no longer called virus.
And so as you can see, there are very many changes that were applied.
でここを見て分かる通りですね。
And you may already be aware just by looking at the screen.
猛者の劇がなくなっております。キャスターから。
I am so loving the music of Kugane.
Sorry.
When I first heard this yesterday, oh my god.
Raging Strike
はい。が
has been deleted.
はい。なくなっております。
Yes, it is not there anymore.
Ooh,
聖者もないじゃん。
my raging strikes!
聖者ね
See,
My crits! My
Quelling
damage!
Strikes?
Yes.
Quelling Strikes has been removed as well.
そう、なくなってるように見えるでしょ。
Or
Tanks.
it looks like it has been
で
deleted.
もディバージョン
Oh my god.
同じ効果になってます。
But diversion is going to be sort of what
Right.
it's replacing.
Okay, I was about to say, be like, I am sorry, tanks.
用意されてたりするので。
Freaking black mage is gonna steal aggro and not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to do shit anymore.
So there are some actions, if they have the same effect and has been shifted to a roll action, you may not necessarily see the exact icon or name showing up on your list, but don't worry. It might have just
Buddy?
been replaced with a roll action.
I'm looking at the side and I see
パワー
Buddy.
ポイントに戻っていただけますか。これによってね、注意点が実はあります。
Okay, if we can switch back to the PowerPoint just a minute, there is something that we did want to clarify.
ですね、今パワーポイント映ったと思うんですが、
What do I see here?
ホットバーのね、一番上の段、1、
The Rage of Halone icon change?
グレーアウトしたアイコンが並んでるの皆さん見えますか？
He.
So you may see that
I
there's
see a
some
new skill
icons
down
that are
there,
grayed
and I
out in
need.
your
I see
hotbar.
3 new skills.
The first three.
さあちょっと拡大してみましょう。
And if you could enlarge it for just a sec.
ですね、使えなくなってるアクション。
Right next to Flash.
だよっていうアクションが多数存在します。
なるほどなるほど
So the ones that have
What are
been
those 3 skills?
exchanged
Wait a
and
second.
grayed
The
out,
one that has that
purged,
cross-looking thing looks like the holy.
these show up on your hotbar as grayed out icons.
例えば黒魔導士的には残念なお知らせですが、ウォールがなくなっておりまして、
なるほど
So unfortunate news for our black mages out
ア
there.
クション削減の昨今の波を受けて
What about the black mages?
Wall has been deleted off of the hotbar. We had debated about this, but it has been eliminated.
なので
Wait,
ただ
what has been eliminated? I heard
ハマって
Ward.
ます皆さんねハマってるはず
But if you take a quick glance, it still looks like it's placed on there.
そういったアクションは全てグレーアウトされた上で赤いラインがこうついてるので取り替える
なるほどね
So for those actions that are no longer available, although it looks like it's placed, but it's grayed out, which means you'll need to swap it out.
なので皆さん実はアーリーアクセスがスタートした時にですね、一番最初にやるのはメインクエストではございません
So the first thing when early access opens up are not quests.
グレーアウトしたアイコンを入れ替えると
なるほど
What gets me is the fact that convalescence is grayed out. That doesn't sound
Your
good.
first task is probably going to be rearranging your hotbar in order to swap out those icons that were grayed out.
そうですね。まあロール共通アクションをね、選
Uh-oh.
択したりとか。
We have no
まず触
convalescence.
ってみるってところが。
That was deemed as a useless skill.
And of course, there will be role actions that you might have to assign into your hotbar. So you'll probably be tweaking your
Wait a second, actually,
personal characters.
that has
once,
most
the class
likely been
starts.
changed into a role skill. So okay, that I guess that
Okay,
would
so
make
let's go
sense.
back to
That would
the
make
game.
sense. If it was transferred into a role skill, I would see why they got rid of convalescence.
ロールごとに用意されたアクションの中から5つをセットして使うことになります。
So what you're going to do with these role actions is that you will take 5 of them and assign them.
ですので、まあコンテンツごとに使い変えてもいいです。
So you can rearrange them or reassign the specific actions depending on what content you're going to be challenging.
まあちょっとじゃあタンクに。
See that?
So let's take a look at
This looks like a ninja skill.
the role actions for the.
They must have changed it into something.
ロブロー、
But what is this?
スタンです。
This is basically.
Oh,
your
convalescence
stun
is still
action
there.
here. Low blow.
Low blow.
ローブローはですね、まあナイトは普通にシールドバッシュもあるんですけど、それ以外にもう一個ね、スタンが欲しい場合はつけてくれるやつ。
Low blow was
Sure,
Dark
you can use the
Knight's.
shield lob in order to stun your enemies, but additionally, we're putting the low blow so that
はい。まあこれ蹴り入れるやつですね。
basically you're kicking your enemy.
はい。という形で、
Kick.
いろんな
So I can use.
As you can see, there are many different actions.
I
that
can
were added
freaking
into-
kick shit with the paladin and the warrior.
その防御系で使うアクションは
That was funny as shit with the Dark Knight.
気味なので。
Oh,
So for the
man,
tank,
just fucking
some of the
kick.
more defensive actions have been sort of unified in this role action.
まあ
I see Rampart.
なんだろう。タンク3ジョブやるときにわざわざこう
I see a silence, which is very peculiar. But what are these other ones?
So if you are playing any of the 3 jobs that are categorized in the tank role, you don't have to worry about remembering different actions but still functioning the same way.
まあリプラザイルがね、対象の余ダメージを 10% 減少させるがね、共通アクションになるほどしますね。
And Reparalyze.
So at certain levels, we'll be able to unlock these within jobs.
Reprisal is one of the additional
はい。
tank actions.
増えてますね。はい。範囲挑発とかですね。
Ranged, sort of AoE provoke.
そう。まあいろいろ新しいものも。
An AoE provoke?
There are some new ones that are added here.
What?
さてじゃあ命令。
Guys!
Just take a quick look at them now.
An AoE provoke.
ディバージョンはさ。
What nonsense am I hearing?
As mentioned earlier, diversion is on there.
もうブラッドバスがこんなところに。
We still got leg sweep.
Bloodbath is here.
Of course, we have invigorate. What are these other skills? What about blood for blood?
知ったも共通に
Oh my god.
ありましたね。
Dude. I completely forgot the name of that skill, but Goad. They have Goad. Finally.
Goad.
Goad is now a role class. A role skill. Holy shit. AoE provoke.
ずっと前にいりゃいいのにね。
そうね、後ろに下がる必要が
What?
ないんで。
いちいち出てくるの大変でしょうよ。
We have a cheat sheet, and she's kind of in the really back part of the room. It's like, can we have her in the front?
まあ方向指定を15秒間で一切なくすのも共通。
That would work so well for when freaking healers decide to just like
one of those role actions as well.
はい。
just decide to use regen and automatically bam freaking hate goes onto them.
Let's look at bars.
レンジですね。
はい。
Ranged
レン
DPS.
ジロールアクション。
So the sprint thing is also for the machinist? That's interesting. Not that
Of course, the
anybody
numbers here
plans
are
on using it
still
as much.
In development, subject to change.
Subject to
言っ
change.
とかないとね。
Yes, must remind people.
まあ結構新しい名前のものは。
I'm just so interested on all the other skills that they added up on here. They
There are
look interesting.
actions that have a new name. Some of the songs that the bard uses have been sort of uniformed.
大丈夫ですか。スタンもね。
Stun.
ありますね。スタンもね、みんな共通で入りつつありますね。DPS がね。
for all of our DPS jobs, the functionality for stun is slowly being added.
Healer. Okay, so they do have their own swift cast. And cleric stance still there, guys. But what is that other thing right there? Is that supposed to be
The icon has changed, as if it's a new action.
Okay, so that is eye for eye. But it definitely has changed, as far as the icon is concerned.
The previous eye for eye, although it has the same name, will have to be replaced or updated so that it's you're using the actual the changed version.
Wait a second. What the heck is that on the side
The cleric stance is still on there.
of his health bar? That doesn't look like it's part of the actual bridge.
Oh, yes, I would like to take the opportunity to make a very important announcement about the healer. Oh, you are a healer too?
I am healer. I am healer. But seriously, what is that on the side of his health bar?
Sometimes it's gain
That doesn't look like it's
sometimes it's
supposed to be attached to the bridge. Is that something that's added onto the HUD? It looks very interesting. Also, I'm seeing some of the new skills that we have here.
Damage used to be calculated for the healer using INT, intelligence, especially those magic attacks. But with this update, the calculation formula will utilize mind to calculate magic damage.
Guys, DPS on freaking healers is going to be insane. Holy shit.
So with the cleric stance, I'm sure everybody is already aware, but that is where mind and intelligence attributes are swapped so that your damage is calculated using, or it's swapped so that you deal damage. And with 4.0, because mind is what is used for the calculation, it's as if you have the cleric stance on, to put it very simply.
You confused me.
What's listed out on the roll action as cleric stance will change. Of course, once again, numbers are subject to change.
Still, from what I can understand from what you were saying just now, Asuna IC has been added in there.
That for a certain amount of time, the amount of damage that you deal will be raised.
Wait a second. The white mage is
So
divine.
it's no longer a stance, so it has a sort of validity period, and once that's passed, then it'll expire and it'll just automatically shut off. It does state cleric stance, but
I am so, like,
that is what the stance is now.
I am so confused.
And so we're trying to avoid an instance where your party members are pointing out that, oh, hey, you forgot to turn off your cleric stance, or why didn't you turn it on?
そういうのを初心者の方からも排除して、まあよりカジュアルに、よりなんだろう簡単にしていきたいっていうところがあっての変更になってます。
So we're trying to make it so that it is friendly for some of our newer players, a little bit more simple.
And the fact that we don't even have to get to Stormblood, to Kugan, and freaking to 4.0. This is just standalone.
Action, there is also the option to not select it to assign it.
I'm still gonna test out all of these skills. It looks like the white mage's healing ability, as far as healing potency doubles, is added in here.
Difference, but if you want to sort of deal that kind of momentarily high damage,
so
of course you're more than welcome to use it. But if you decide it's not really for you, you're more than welcome to not assign it either.
So, as far as the new skills, I see one right next to cleric stance, pretty much in between cleric stance.
Once again, to reiterate, the healer's damage
one that's right next to size, and the two that are below a size, and the new one.
This is going to be really difficult to
it's only 4
select
though.
your different role actions because do you want to keep Esuna in this selection or not? And I'm sure people will be torn as to which to select.
Wait a second, I think I see it. It's right next to benediction. It's under benediction actually. Or is that Esuna? That looks like Esuna. Never mind.
Just wanted to reiterate, don't freak out when you see the cleric stance and the changes that were made just by looking at that one single thing.
Where's the 5th skill at? Monk. 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 Looking at skills.
Once we switch to the monk,
3 skills right down at the very below, right next to sprint.
Graphic pop up, but we'll explain that later.
Oh, that's right. The graphic. What in the world is that? I knew it. For some strange apparent reason, each job has something that's on their HUD bar. What in the what is that? Freaking Yoshi P has 1M punch on his bar. He needs to get that shit off of there.
パーティー DPS 上げる方法がないみたいなところが強くあったんですけど
1, 2, 3, 4,
so this was
5.
briefly mentioned
Literally all
as well,
5 new skills I see.
There is a sort of people noticed the synergy between the jobs. They mentioned about the warrior and the ninja being good together, but the monk was more about sort of raising the DPS on their own. There may not have been opportunities to support your party members.
I am very curious as to what in the world that thing is. I see spaces. The 3 that are below it is probably your stacks as far as your grease lightning. And then the 5 that's right inside the main one.
Content, we're very mindful and concerned about how they select their party members, and so with this change,
that looks
we wanted
so
to look at it from
interesting.
a party DPS perspective, and we went in to the different melee DPS jobs to make sure that we balanced
somewhere right
and
next to my
made
actual
the adjustments for them.
My actual heart.
例えばですけど、スキルのコンボルートで付与されるデバフとかにも細かく調整が入っていて、今までわざわざその残体性デバフを入れるために特定のコンボルート
Now that I'm looking at this, I'm interested at what the other ones were. I can't believe I didn't even notice this shit just until now.
So, for example, there were some debuffs that were applied depending on some of the combo rotations that were executed, particularly pertains to ninja. But right now, with this change, we made sure that as long as you are executing the appropriate sort of combo rotation, the appropriate debuffs will be assigned.
ただ全部調整されてるってことは強すぎたシナジーが少し抑えられてたりはしますね。はい。
But of course, with everything going through revision and making sure that everything is balanced out, some of the more overpowered sort of synergy has been sort of pulled back in as well.
逆に文句はあれですね。パーティー全員に物理ダメージをアップするシナジーが追加されて押すだけ。
なるほど。
But conversely, for the monk, we've also added a sort of element where you can raise your party's physical damage up, that kind of synergy with just a push of a button. So.
Wow, finally. So Monk actually has something like that. Dragoon had freaking crit increase, and now Monk has damage increase. We finally have something
here. While you're under
here.
that influence, if any of your party members deal a special sort of if their weapon skill triggers a sort of additional bonus element where you yourself can acquire additional chakra.
Wait, what?
Sucking their soul.
You get an additional chakra by actually doing something like that?
It adds on to your chakra.
というわけで、もうシナジーは一旦リセットするつもりで全部調整し直してます。
So our thinking of going into it was to basically reset the synergy and made the adjustments.
まあだからさっきも言ったようにそのためにねコンボルートの調整や、まあ、デバフの付与タイミングなんかも変えてありますので、まあ、まずは皆さん触ってみていただければ、まあ、とにかく好きなジョブをプレイできるようにというコンセプトで調整が入ります。
So because of that, we had to review the combo rotations and the timing at which some of these debuffs are applied, etc. And so hopefully this has made it so that you can play whatever job you please.
I see. I see you now. Okay.
So can we switch back to the PowerPoint?
Also, before we actually switch to the PowerPoint, did you guys see the sign just now? Look at that inventory. Did you see the inventory?
About this job gauge for a moment.
Literally rewind that shit back and see that inventory.
This is the second sort of major change in the battle system.
That is fucking ridiculous.
あったようにですね、もうバフアイコンばっか見てんの嫌だと。
Job
いうこと
gauges.
ですね。全ジョブの、
Okay.
ジョブ固有の専用ゲージ HUD を用意しました。
So, as previously mentioned, one of the issues was people were focusing too much on their status icons, but in order to alleviate that, we wanted to sort of provide a job gauge that is specific to each individual job.
Cool. That's actually innovative.
まあジョブ固有のシステム
Specialized for each job's unique actions. Pretty much the monk for the chakras and then the greased lightning. Okay. It's definitely better than just looking at your stacks at the very bottom. That is definitely nice. That is going to change a lot of things for the actual gameplay.
Sort of job-specific actions in system. For the monk, it's your greased lightning in your chakra. For your black mage, it's the astral fire, umbral ice.
Ooh,
So
I
we
am
wanted to
so
make sure
interested in
that these are
seeing what the
recognizable in a very
graphic
visual
looks like
format.
that for that. Ooh, I want to see that. I wasn't paying attention for the
I
black
saw in the
mage.
comments that, what about the paladin? The paladin only does a stance change. What about the paladin?
オウスっていうね、忠義っていう新しいゲージが追加されます。
For the paladin, it will have an oath gauge.
まあそれも後で詳しく説明しましょう。
Of course,
An
we'll go into
oath
detail
gauge,
on that later.
guys. An oath gauge.
今どっちのスタンスなのかよくわからなくなるということがあります。
Increased visibility
もしくはど
regarding
っちのス
current
タンスもかかってな
stance.
いみたいな。
Sometimes you may experience that it's hard to distinguish which stance you're currently in, or you may not notice that you're not in any stance altogether.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of people that just don't realize to turn on their stance when they actually come inside the duty.
オウフとか言うんだよ。オウス。
So, again, we will make it visually recognizable which stance you're currently in, or if your stance is even on. And we're looking at the comments and it keeps saying oof, oof, it's oath with a th.
Oomph.
忠義です。忠義。
Chugi.
日本語だと忠義。
The Japanese word for oath, chugi.
はい。で、数字よりもですね、視覚的に先ほど一瞬文句
To be perfectly honest, putting some emphasis on the visuals instead of freaking numerals,
まあ玉になってて、まあ見やすい分だけ、もしくは
there will be so many people that will appreciate that because mostly people want to actually see them count. Though some of the hardcore players are
So
actually
as
used to
you
that.
have seen in our example with the monk, of course, it doesn't change the fact that you are accumulating 5 chakra, but it's more recognizably displayed. You see these 5 sort of orbs that light up with each time you accumulate it, and then once it's completely full, the entire gauge sort of glows, and so you can catch it in the corner of your eye, and it's very intuitive, and you can sort of feel, you can tell.
Yeah. Instead of actually just regarding the fact on having to see the bar,
And of
the
course, for
actual
those who
action.
are more familiar with looking at the numerical cues, we have left some of those so that you can pay attention.
Okay, so
in
they
that
still
manner as
have
well.
that there. Okay.
まあこういうことをすることによって、まあバフが切れてしまってるとか、溜めてるものが
DPS disparity
溜まってないよとかいうのを視覚的になくすことでですね、極端な DPS 差っていうのもこれによってまあなくしていきたいなと。なるほどなるほど。はい。
So by having this sort of visual reference, we don't see an instance where we've run out of buffs or not noticed that anything has not fully accumulated visually. And so we're hoping that that would also alleviate the disparity between the DPS.
でこのジョブゲージに関してはぜひですね40以降の皆さんのフィードバックもお待ちしてます。もちろんねサイズを小さくできるようにはなってるんですけど、もっとシンプルなやつが欲しいって絶対言われると思ったんで、シンプルなゲージも今開発中です。
Already so far, the information that's given to me is ridiculous.
With these job gauges, we would love to get your feedback on this. Currently, we can change the size of these gauges, but that's about it. We also, I'm sure there'll be people who want a more simplified version of it, and that is currently in development.
So will we be able to move it? Because I like to actually move some of my gauges literally right where my parameter is.
So for those of you who don't really need the gauge to be shown so prominently, you can of course reduce the size and make it small.
I pretty much place that shit right in between my chat and my parameter, because how my HUD is made is literally my crossbar and my parameter is down below.
Are designed, so.
じゃあちょっとパワポで全ジョブ分だらっと見てみましょう。
So let's take a look at these graphically on the PowerPoint.
さて、皆さんのメインジョブあるでしょうか。まず左上パラディですね。
Samurai. Look at the samurai, son.
剣、忠義の盾がスタンスで切り替わります。
So you can see it switches between the sword oath and the shield oath.
でゲージはさっきの
The scholar.
忠義ゲージ。
The scholar's aether. Aether flow looks seriously interesting. What about the summoner? The black mage.
Dark Knight has, of course, it's new.
The astrologian looks very distinct.
Blood gauge.
You have your cards? You have your held cards? I do believe the one that has the wings is kind of like your stance. Guys, look at the fucking Dark Knight one. Are you telling me that the freaking MP is literally added on there like that?
白間はなんだあれはっていう声が結構多いので、あれはヒーリングリリーという花が咲いている。
Are they getting rid of MP?
There's some comments made on the white mage gauge, and they're wondering what it is. But these are your healing lilies.
Healing lilies.
花の数で特定アクションのリキャストが短くなっている。
Depending on how many flowers you have on your healing gauge, it affects the time it takes for recast.
それによって特定アクションが使えたり、さらにそのバリア効果が強くなる。
So the actual overall speed of your heals actually speeds up.
Or it can execute certain actions, or it has the ability to have a barrier. Some may mention, does that mean is there a barrier heal?
There is a barrier here, guys. There is a barrier heal for white mage.
今どの状態かというのを示してたりします。
The samurai has the kenki gauge and then the sen gauge, so you can see how much kenki you have accumulated in order to execute some of your hissatsu ken special moves, and then also for the setsugekka sen, you can tell on which sen you have activated.
まあアストロロジアンはカードが今どんなの引かれているのか、ね、あと今全体効果に何パーなってるのかみたいなところがこれで管理できるようになります。
And so with the astrologian, you'd be able to see what card has been drawn, at what percentage is your overall sort of effect being placed, etc.
So that's how it works. The actual can't.
And the scholar, I'm sure you're wondering, it looks like a fairy on that gauge, but we'll go into details on that later as well.
All of these are freaking interesting.
With the astrologian, being able to see what card, I think, is going to be very helpful.
It is. Like, holy shit.
Next page.
Dragoon. Bard. Songs. Arrows.
Top left is your dragoon's gauge.
Ninja. Summoner. Black mage. Red mage? What is that?
Utilize the blood of the dragon.
What does all of this
The
mean?
gauge seems to turn red, so let's see what that would do.
For the summoner of the dragons that you see there is probably...
Yes, with the dragon gauge, you will see that there's an eye, the eye of the dragon there, so that's one of the sort of elements for that job gauge.
The black mage, I'm wondering what exactly is the umbral ice and what's the astral fire? How does that work? It looks like the shape of a moon.
For the bard, you see 3 separate images here, but these are going to be individually shown, depending on which song
I see.
is
So that,
in
okay.
effect. And the gauge is supposed to show how much time you have left in terms of its effectiveness. For the ninja, you have the futon sort of displayed in a pinwheel shape to see how much you have time left in there.
So that's a futon.
Every 10 seconds, one blade of the pinwheel.
I wonder if that scroll has anything to do with like the summoning of the toads. And as far as the summoner, we have the aether flow.
And the second sort of scroll-looking gauge is when the ninja auto-attacks, it accumulates the ninki power, and by accumulating the gauge, you'll be able to execute new actions.
Excuse me?
And for the red mage, it seems like you're trying to keep balance in that.
Balance, guys. Red mage, white magic, black magic. Hello.
So for the machinist, you have your heat gauge here, sort of like the when you utilize the Gauss barrel, looking at the sort of the gauge there.
I see the blizzard, I think. But as far as the fire...
So for the black mage, you will be, it'll indicate whether you have the astral fire or the umbral ice, and then we also have an element of stacking a certain element, which you can see in those little pointy things.
And as far as the summoner, we have the aether flow.
The summoner, we want you to actually take a look at what's entailed.
On top
we're
of
not
it,
touch on it right now.
Is pretty much like the dreadworm trance stacks.
So just by verbally going over these, we may not be fully aware of what's going on.
From what I can see here, it looks like the aether flow is there, but then once you sacrifice it for aether atonement, you get the icon for...
So we would actually like to try out how these jobs work.
Guys!
Okay,
Guys, it's here!
Please.
Oh, okay, we're... The job actions trailer is not... Oh, that Jenga tower, we're actually close to it.
What is that? Jenga.
Jesus Christ, look at that thing. Okay, so we're not seeing the actual job actions trailer yet.
So we are connecting to the Japanese server from Europe right now, so I'm afraid if there are any sort of like lags or potentially the line may get disconnected, we hope you understand. We appreciate your patience on the matter for this. Oh.
Change it to swimwear. Oh,
nice. We were just talking about showing job actions, but...
Those multiple shortcut hotbars of Black Mage, are you telling me that we're going to be able to have multiple glamour on top of a gear? Because that's what it looks like to me.
It shouldn't jump. We'll cover it later.
No TP, guys. No TP, guys. We are here. It is happening. Speed run, son.
Okay, so
what the fuck? Okami?
As you can see, this is a mount.
形をしていらっしゃいますけど。
晩神これまで 3.X シリーズの鳥でしたな。
For the primals,
That looks like Amaterasu, guys.
a bird.
今回は犬でございます。
This time it's a canine.
What the actual fuck is that?
はい。あらかわいい。
悲しい声。
It's whimpering.
じゃあジョブゲージここ皆さんなんとなくもうちょっと大きくした方がいいかなこれ。
So you can kind of see it on the screen right there. Let me make it a little bigger.
Okay, it seems like you can move it, so that's good.
コントロールフォーム。でけえな。
You don't need it that big, bro.
Really big.
もうちょい上の方へ。あ、そうですね。いいですね。
そう。近い方が見やすくない？そうだもうこの。
I think it's easier to see if it's closer to your character.
いい？これぐらいで。
いいと思います。
でっか。
まあこれを見せる。
No need to have it that big, bro.
じゃあ、まずですね、黒魔だとちょっと変わった点があって、皆さん昨日からテスト放送でざわざわしてますが、エノキアン押せなくなってんじゃん。
So Black Mage, there is something that is unusual, and I'm sure people were talking about it when we did the test broadcast, but Enochian is not active right
Which is
away.
interesting.
エノキアンはアストラルファイヤーかアンブラルブリザード状態じゃないと使えなくなりました。
So in order to execute Enochian, you have to be under the influence of either Astral Fire or Umbral Ice.
その代わり、どっちかの属性がついていれば永続で切れなくなります。
However, as long as you have either one activated, Enochian stays.
エノキ切れそうだと思ったらだからまあスタンス変えちゃえばいいね。
So if you feel like you're running out of on your Enochian sort of power, you can just swap your stance.
ではジョブゲージの説明をしていきますが、実はジョブ
Still
ゲージ
interested in Blizzard 4. What does it do?
レベルに応じて。
So I would like to jump into explaining what the job gauge does, but I do want to make a note that some of these gauges have different sort of phases depending on what level your character is.
例えばブラックメイジ黒魔同士の場合は最初アストラルファイヤーとアンブラルブリザードっていうシステムしかないのでそれだけがジョブゲージとして表示されてます。
So when you first start out as Black Mage, you only have the sort of Astral Fire and Umbral Ice. So that's the only thing that will be shown on your gauge.
で続いてエノキアンを習得した後、エノキアンがオンかオフかっていうのを示す
のが増える。
そう。
So after that, once you acquire the Enochian action, there'll be an additional sort of element in your gauge that shows whether or not Enochian is turned on or off.
でさらに、ブリザージは今回から新しくなるんですけど、
So with 4.0, we'll additionally we'll implement Blizzard 4.
アンブラルハートっていうものがね、3つ付与されるようになります。
And what's called the Umbral Heart. 3 of those will be added.
まあそれも、使えるようになるとジョブゲージに追加される。なのでジョブゲージだけを見てれば今自分がどういう状態にあるかっていうのは一目で分かるようになってる。
And so once you have acquired those actions and you're able to use them, it will show up on your job gauge. So basically, if you're paying attention to your job gauge, you'll see what state you're in and what sort of influences you have on you.
今から見るのはそのフルフルのバージョンってことですね。
はい。
So the one we're looking at is the full sort of Black Mage job gauge.
最初ブリザガオからスタートします私。ブリザガオを付与した後、
I wonder, did they put into consideration that new skill for no
I will
cast
cast
time?
Blizzard 3 first, and then after that I will cast for the ley lines.
And on Enochian.
Oh, and turn on Enochian,
Yeah.
sorry.
でその後ブリザジャを唱えて
And then after that I will cast Blizzard 4
アンブラルハートを3つ付与します。
and add 3 Umbral Hearts.
これね説明聞いてると難しそうだけどねそんなことないです。やってるだけでいいんで。
I mean, it sounds difficult listening to it verbally explained, but it's not that hard. It will show
We're
it to you.
waiting.
まあやってみましょうか。じゃあこの半透明部分にご注目ください。
All right, if you could pay attention to the sort of transparent gauge.
Okay, so Blizzard. Okay.
Oh, 出た。
O. Ley lines. Okay, I see you.
Oh, I might actually beat the thing. Oh.
まあこんな感じでここがエノキアンの
なるほどなるほど。
管理ですね。
So as you can see, that sort of right hand part, the curve is the Enochian. Oh no, it's gonna run out.
Okay, and yes, I thought as much.
When you see that you're about to run out, you can just swap to the other stance,
なんか光りましたけど。
and then 30 seconds.
Okay, I
フ
see.
ァウルっていう新しい魔法が使えるんで。
Because we've kept
What
the effects
is
of
that
Enochian
move,
for at least
son?
30 seconds, we are able to cast
Foul?
a spell called Foul.
まあ実際エノキアンもリキャスト30秒になってるので、まあ切れちゃったっていう場合も割とすぐ使えるので。
Of course, the recast time for Enochian has been changed to 30 seconds, so even if you do run out of that power, you can always recast it soon after.
わかりました？楽ですよね。
Pretty
なの
easy.
で
I want to see that move again. What does it even
すぐ
do?
使えなくなったっていう人は。
I wanted to see exactly. I wasn't paying attention to how much damage it
ダンジョン
deals.
中でもね走ってる時こうスタンス連打しとくとね。
そうか維持はできる。
そうそうそう。
So I'm sure some of you were complaining about I'm not able to cast Fire 4, but as you can see, you can switch the stance, and even if you're moving around in your dungeon, you can do your stance change.
ただ簡単になりすぎてみんな均等でなんだろう上手い人が今度工夫する余地が減るんじゃないかっていう懸念もあると思うんですね。
But because we have simplified and it's become a lot more friendly for our newer users, people might be concerned that there may not be enough of a range for our more veteran or experienced players for strategizing.
今回先ほど説明したファウルという魔法をエノキアンを30秒維持すると
Around 2 seconds, you'll be able to use it.
So
As
we
far as
briefly mentioned a
transpose.
spell called Foul, but again, if you maintain the effects of the Enochian spell, you'll be able to cast Foul.
ただ切れちゃいます、
Oh, whoops. I know.
このファウルスタックしないので
I see.
30秒に一度ファウルを挟んでいくと DPS が伸びる
So if you were to maintain a Nokian, you'll be able to use
開い
Foul.
ていくので上級者はそういうところで工夫してくれればいい
So this Foul does not stack. So the more you sort of take your time and continue this effect and be able to cast Foul every once in a while, that's how you sort of raise your DPS. So it's for a more prolonged battle. Those who are more sort of advanced in terms of play, we recommend to utilize this.
So pretty much Foul is something that increases your damage over time, but it does not stack.
打ってないみたいな状態をなくすことで極端に開いてたものを縮めたいっていうところがポイントです。
So we wanted to make it so that those people who are not able to maintain the effects of Enochian, and even if they're at level 60, they can only cast Fire and up to Fire 3. We wanted to make it so that they can also catch up to those people who are able to utilize these skills.
もうちょっと強いやついないかなと思うけどまあいいかな。
I'm trying to find some more stronger opponents here, but I think.
じゃあもう一回いきます。
Okay, so one more time.
お、
今は
バルナ。
Oh, you pulled me.
どうしました。おお。
3連馬だとね走りながら。
Look at how fast that Lalo is running.
So your 3 spells in a row, you can do while running.
さて今
That is ridiculous, guys.
引っ張られました。
ビヨーンってい
So
う。
by the way, I seem to have been pulled by this character right here.
これがですね、
はい。
白窓ヒーラーのロールアクションの救出ってやつですね。
みんな。
This is actually a healer roll action.
Rescue. So that's what that move is. So it pulls any team member from out of an AoE. Guys, this will help out so many fucking dragoons. I'm just kidding.
So the requirements for being able to activate this action is that, to put it simply, you have to have some enmity on you.
まあ見ての通り、使った人のところへパー
I
ティーメ
am
ンバーを引
seeing
き寄せるってい
a
う
number
効
of
果で、
effects on these weapons.
So as you can see, you can pull your party member.
First is the
person
monk,
casting
and
the
now
rescue
it's the
can
white
pull the
mage.
party member to them.
よくあるのはですね、レイド行ったりするとシェアマーカー出てる人が
This is just so much to take in. I am trying to do my best to freaking look at all of these details.
こうね引っ張ったり
There's just so
So if
much.
you're the type of player who
This
goes
is
into raids
amazing.
and there, you see a player party member that's totally ignoring the share marker, you can always yank them to get them out of wherever they're running away to.
まあ仲のいい友達でどうしてもこのシチュエーシ
Also,
ョ
I
ンで
notice on how
その
he
どこへ行くかが
is
分か
out
り
in
に
the
くいみたいな人を
field,
サポートしてあげるためにもね
his
使って
stuff did not actually
まあまだ
reset,
選択アクションなん
which
で
is what they promise.
いらんわっていう人は使わないね。
So
Though
you can
that may
utilize
be-
it to support your
what
friends
kind of fake
that you
boss is
are playing
that?
with and sort of pull them to where they need to go to. But it's also an optional sort of action item, so you can also choose not to equip it as well.
なんか出た。
What is that?
でけえのが出ましたね
Oh, yeah, a fate boss. Obviously.
これのフェイトが
Dude, no, don't.
やるんですか
Yeah.
今引っ張ってくれました。
Somebody pulled me out of it.
I don't know what you were expecting, bruh.
It's one of those, what the hell are you doing? Thank you.
Guys, I just saw something. He had Thundercloud, and that other skill that I saw there.
Whoops.
What is that? Oh! AoE Thunder skill! Ah!
Many different changes.
We have an AoE Thunder skill, guys. Black mages, we have an AoE Thunder skill. Oh, it is here. We finally have one. Oh my god, thank you. We finally have one. That was that only for the Thundercloud? I don't think it's just for the Thundercloud. Does it add a dot?
Hopefully everybody understood. The job gauge, this one was specific to the black mage, but the job gauge and the sort of different actions involved.
Did it add a dot? Does that Thunder AoE skill adds dots, please? Does it? Please tell me it does.
The warrior has changed pretty significantly too, so
選手をちょっと使ってみましょう。
let's try using the warrior.
まずジョブゲージ、ディフェンダー、
The job gauge, when you're in defiance.
Guys, this is so freaking ridiculous right now.
魔法が
次デストロイ
Okay, Deliverance.
The deliverance stance.
わかりますね。
And pretty clear to see.
で、ラースがなくなあでね、重要なのはね、スタンスはね、バフアイコンも出てます。
Oh, I forgot to mention something important. The stance will show up as a status icon.
Of course.
なぜかというとですね、
Reason why.
Party members need to know.
一応見たい。
For
言
those
うても君、忘れてるよみたいな。
for those who want to pay attention to your party member's stance, who may notice if a certain party member does not have the correct stance turned on.
なのでこういうところはね、ちゃんとバフも残してあります。当時
So we have left that in there as sort of like an indicator.
で、ラースがなくなった代わりに、ウォーリアーはインナービーストというものが
インナービースト
溜まっていきます。
強そう
So with the removal of wrath, what you will be accumulating.
I never
is,
actually got to
what we
see
call
some of the
inner
new skills for Warrior. I already see a couple
獣的なものです。
as
Literally the beast
far
within.
as the one that's right next to Equilibrium. Actually, no, I do believe that
to
is
go
a
into
crossroll.
rampage.
で、これは
The
今
one
まで
that's
のラースのような
right next
イメージ
to
で アクションを使っていくと溜まります。
So this is just like what you would do previously with wrath, but you sort of accumulate it to execute some
I
of the
see.
actions.
で、このインナービーストを消費して
And you deplete the inner beast gauge.
What in the world was that?
ね、新しい使った。
That
Use a new action.
he just used low blow,
前のね
son.
なくなったんですね。選手
stun has been its own stun is gone, and it's become a roll action.
That looked like some kind of projectile. Guys, did I just see that correctly?
Left hand.
Did I just see the warrior use forbidden chakra?
The inner beast is overflowing, so...
Did I literally just see the animation of forbidden chakra on a warrior? Because if it was me and I'm being delusional, I would very much like to know.
A little bit aggravating here.
Question mark. Why is Yoshi invulnerable? Is that a cheat? He's cheating right now. Cheater. Okay, so it's been accumulated.
So as it's full, completely full, the gauge starts to blink red, and so it's a very obvious.
Is that the explosion skill? It looks like an explosion skill.
Right now.
What does that do? What? Guys, warriors, what? Was that literally fucking 5 fell clean? Warrior OP.
So again,
Warrior OP.
have been applied.
It is done. The warrior is now even more OP than it already is.
Another one would be the monk. But as mentioned earlier, the action
He literally
rotation-wise
just
hasn't
did
been
up to
changed
4 to
that
5
drastically.
fell cleaves in one sitting.
さっきも話したようにパーティー DPS を上げることと同時に
The warrior freaking outclasses every DPS now.
陶器をもらったりするんで
There is nothing that you can freaking say to that. That is ridiculous.
技を打っていかないと、まあそれによってより上手い人は DPS をさらに高くしていく。
So again, with the monk, we have focused on sort of like the.
Are they sure that this was a good idea?
You have that, as well as you have your.
I thought they were gonna nerf the warrior.
So you'd have to utilize that to deplete those and to execute some of the more powerful actions.
あとはですね、今後の極意でね。
Please tell me that the monk is actually gonna have a freaking projectile. One of those skills have to be a projectile.
カバーできたりするんで、小技が効くようになってて、はい、露呈に極端な大きな変更はないんですけど、臨機応変にやるっていうパターンで、よりその上手い人はうまく使うっていうジョブに変わっていってます。
So sometimes you can execute the riddle of the earth in order to sort of extend the effects of greased lightning, and so you can sort of move flexibly so that you can maximize the effectiveness. For
The very effect on monk even having goad freaking increases their utility.
Oh hey, there's a ninja.
By far. Okay. Okay, there's the lightning stack. Okay.
So basically the rotation hasn't changed that drastically, but once you do have greased lightning activated, you can see that there's a separate gauge for that.
まあなんかそこまで大きな変更じゃないですね。
So it's not too major of a change.
All
ただ分
right.
かりやすい。非常に分かりやすい。
Although it is definitely more obvious and it's
Wait a second.
ダメージ受けないとダメだ。
What does that just do?
Get damage. I got to
まあ
get
文句
hit.
はジョブゲージこんな感じ。
So the monk's job gauge is.
Okay, so that skill was specifically for Earth.
話すとして、
I will probably go into more details for the other jobs, but.
Red Mage. Guys, Red Mage. We're getting something. Look at them skills.
We need
Look
to
at
get
them
some
now.
of our new jobs.
What do they do?
忍者さんも見たいけどな。
I'm sure
まあ
people want to see the ninja one too, but.
I'm seeing all of the skills.
忍者さん
I see a blue one. What does it do?
レベル70アクションを使ってくれる。
Can ninja execute some kind of fancy level 70 action for us?
とりあえず多分任期をために行ったんじゃないか。
Oh wait, first we have to accumulate Nenki.
じゃあそっとしておきましょう。
Yes, let's let them do their
ハマ
thing.
ったら教えてもらおう。
Oh, let us know once you do have Nenki accumulated.
赤間同士簡単にどんなジョブかを紹介しながらこのゲージの見方を説明します。
So let me explain what the red mage does as a job while I explain the function of the job gauge.
Please indulge us. I want to know.
まず大きな特徴としてレッドメイジは特性で連続魔という特性を覚えます。
So for the red mage, as a sort of trait, it will learn the chain spell ability.
でその連続魔の特性とは一体どういう効果かというと
And what do the effects of chain spell entail?
キャスティングスペルキャストタイムのある魔法を
We're already an hour in, son.
次に使う魔法
And there's still so much more to know.
必ずキャストなしインスタントになります。
So what that means is that when you execute a casting spell, basically if it takes time to cast this particular spell, the following spell will not require this casting time, so it'll be instantaneous.
なのでこういうねキャストの長い魔法を使うんじゃなくて最初は長いですよね。4秒以上あるんで長いでしょ。
So we don't want to use the longer spell first because let's say this one has about 4 seconds of casting time.
短いキャストタイムのものを使って
What in the world?
そう
So you would want to cast the shorter casting time spell and then switch to the long one.
What in the world was that?
そう短いものを使って
So use the one with the shorter casting time first,
そうそうそう長いものを使う。
and then the long one becomes instant.
Arrow? That skill! What in the world is that? That looks beast!
That's the sort
And
of
that's the
basic-
first skill? That's literally the first spell that's fast?
大丈夫そうですね。
これをまあ行っていくことで大事なのはこのゲージ
So what's going to be very important is that gauge
So,
right
for
there.
what I can tell, he used an arrow and that pretty much increased the white mage
っていう
aspect.
属性というか状態があります。
So for the red mage, you have what's called a black mana and white mana.
このブラックマナ系統の魔法とホワイトマナ系統
Essentially
の
how
魔
I'm
法というの
gonna
はそれぞ
separate
れあり
this.
ます。
So there are different spells that fall under the sort of category of black mana versus white mana.
片方の属性
This
だけ
job
を
is going
上
to
げ
be
てて
so
も
interesting
あま
to
り
play as
DPS
now
が
that
出
I'm
ません。
looking at this.
So if you just continuously
I've
raise
always
the
wanted to
one
know
or the
how this
either,
thing
you
works.
don't get to raise your DPS very much.
白と黒が
Right now, I'm
ま
trying
さ
to get my
に
bearings
最
fast.
強になる。
I don't know what else is going to freaking hold me back from freaking yelling.
両方バランスよく上げていくことで、DPS が伸びるし魔法剣っていうものが使えるようになっていくのでこの白と黒のバランスっていうのが赤マンは非常に大事です。
So white and black mixed together to be the strongest. That kind of concept goes into it. So you raise as much of both mana equally as possible, and then you can also execute what's called a spell blade. So
void?
having a balance between the white and black mana is going to be very important.
まあこれ以上はな新ジョブだからせっかくだから触ってほしいのでただ非常に重要なのはこのバランス覚えておいてください。
But yeah, if we go too much, we would love for the players to experience it firsthand. So we encourage players to do that. But again, the most important thing about this job is balance.
There be the toad.
やりおった。やりおっ
They
た。
did it.
下校って言った。
それもう見たやつやろでも。
Wait, but we already saw that one.
見てないやつはダメ。
That explosion, though.
One that we haven't
見せられない。
seen.
さらにですね、同じマナ系統のものが、クリティカルするとですね。
So, say for example, you have made a critical hit using one of the mana, the same relevant mana.
ブラックマナスペルのキャストの短い方を、キャストが長いものを1個さっき言ったその基本になるスペルでインスタントにしてクリティカルすると次のブラックスペルがより短い詠唱時間で唱えられる。でも詠唱が存在するのでこいつを唱えると次の詠唱がまたインスタントになるので今度はホワイトマジックを使ってっていう風に。
なるほど。
そう。
So say you're continuously using spells that require that are influenced by black mana, and you do your basic move where you cast the shorter casting spell first, and then instantaneously cast the second one. And you just so happen to make a critical hit using that second spell. That will shorten the time of the next black mana magic, so you can utilize that to cast yet another sort of complicated black mana spell. But since that next one is going to be instantaneous, then you switch to the white mana type spell.
So it's pretty much a switcheroo type thing.
次のキャストがインスタントになるんじゃなくて、常にキャストのあるものを使ったら次はインスタントになる。
This aspect is going to make this job interesting. And what gets me is the fact that
So with this sort of being able to cast something almost instantaneously, utilizing that sort of set, it's not about just casting one spell and instantly casting the second spell, but it's more of a continuous move. You build on it so that the more spells you cast, you can cast them
the numbers
faster.
of crits
So
you get, that is ridiculous.
The red mage is to getting the hang of casting the short spell first and then casting another spell instantaneously and sort of building on that, continuously casting your spell.
The number of crits we get right now in Heavensward, if this was to transition in Stormblood, this job would be ridiculous.
キャスティングタイムをすげえ短くしながら連続して魔法を打ってたんで、まあそういう風になるってことですね。
So yeah, if you get a chance, please watch the archive footage because I have executed some of the spells and made the casting time so much shorter using that sort of chain spell attribute.
急に唐突に使ってましたね。
It just suddenly came out of there.
普通に殺しそう。
I think we can defeat it.
なるほどなるほど。さあさあ、じゃあちょっと次心情。
But yeah, like I was saying before, I noticed that the gauge doesn't actually lower. It doesn't go down. Samurai, thank you. Please show me. I want to see. I want to see some samurai stuff, please. Give me something.
Let's make it a little bit more visible here.
The skills. I see the skills. There's some interesting skills there.
There's a gauge that says content action gauge. I'm sure people are wondering what it is. It's so big.
There's no need to actually put...
Oh yeah, there's two of them.
剣気ゲージと雪ゲージか。
We have the Kenki gauge, which is shaped like a katana, and then your Sen gauge is your little round symbols.
I strike.
As you can see, it's
これ
supposed
で
to
月
accumulate.
今
Okay.
このルートで月の型をつけましょ
Okay, so we just opened up the Getsu
う。はい。で
Sen.
必殺剣使い、
And we use the Hisatsu
で教水ですぐねバフが。
What is
Meiko
this?
Shisui applies a buff.
What?
We have a weapon set.
What was that animation? The flowers, the petals, the ice.
使う。居合どこ行った？居合これこれか。
EI
居合の内容が
居合
変わります。今雪月花がついてるんで、雪月花が使える。
So
I
depending
strike?
on which sen you have opened up indicates which EI jutsu you can use. Now that we have Setsugetka, all three sens opened up, we have the Midare Setsugetka available for us to use.
はあ、ズバーン。
Oh my god, that fucking looked amazing.
めっちゃけ
That animation.
すげえ強いっすよ、侍。
To be honest,
Zui
Samurai
kedo.
is really strong. Of course, it's tricky to handle,
で
definitely, but
今の状態で
I don't care if it's tricky. I want it.
and now we have executed some of the other
It
sens.
looks amazing.
侍の走りかっこいい。
Oh yes, even the running
Look at that sprint.
run is so cool.
Look at that sprint, son. Oh, looks fucking epic.
基本はこれですな。
I've been waiting for this.
So this is kind of like your basic move, but yeah, we would love for players to try it out.
Oh my
だとよ
god.
くわかんねえってすいませんね。
Comment saying, it's kind of hard
Samurai's
to tell with
fucking
the level
amazing.
set.
I want it.
Sorry.
I want it.
すいません。
I'm so
I
sorry.
want it so much.
さてさて、大体新ジョブやらなんやら。
I told myself that I would be able to wait, but now I can't.
We have covered a lot of the jobs and the job actions.
一回ちょっと、
You haven't covered everything.
こちらに。
You haven't covered all the jobs. What about the
Can we switch
bard?
back to the live cam, please?
What about the dragoon?
他のもきっと見たい。
You haven't covered everything.
ジョブも見たい。そろそろ。
Get back to the game.
ないかと。
A lot of people want to see the job actions of the other jobs too.
まあ後半ね、
Does
ま
this
た
mean
いろんなアク
something?
ションがどう変わっていったかの説明とかをや
Does
りま
this
す
mean
が、
something?
せっかくなの
Are
で
you going to show the actual job action trailer?
一つ動画をご覧いただこうかなと。
Show me now.
Of course, we will go into more details about the changes that were applied to the different jobs and their actions in the later half of the broadcast, but we have prepared some video footage for you to look at.
Guys, it's starting.
全15ジョブ
It's starting. The job action trailer. We're here.
ジョブアクション動画
We're here. I don't know what to do with myself. I can't control myself.
Completely brand new job action video of all of our 15
Woo!
different jobs.
ぜひ
We've
ですね、
been
これ
waiting.
を放送したまま一旦10
Show
分
me
休憩
it
に入ります
now.
動画が終わった後
I wanna see
さら
it.
に10分休憩します
So we are going to be, in a moment, we'll be playing this video, and then once that video ends, we'll take another 10 minutes as a break.
なのでぜひじっくり見た
Guys.
後その休憩10分の
Guys,
間に
I don't know what
あの
to do myself.
収めてみたりみんな
I've been waiting for this one video. This one video right here.
していただきたいな
So we hope that once you've watched the video during your 10-minute break, sort of calm down on your excitement if your heart is racing so fast, or if you wanted to discuss with
That is impossible.
etc., etc. We encourage you to do so.
まあ動画がね10分ちょっとあるんで
The video itself is about 10 minutes long.
まあ45分には皆さん
10 fucking minutes long.
At quarter till, I think, if we can come back.
注意点です、新アクションも入って
I'm gonna love this video.
入ってます
So just a
I'm
quick
gonna love
disclaimer,
every second bit
course,
of
these
this
include
video.
new
It's
actions
10 minutes
for the
long,
individual
guys.
jobs, but they also include role actions as well.
で当然ですがそのジョブの全ての
It includes the role action animations.
なくなったとかいうのも
My life is complete.
Of course, it goes without saying that we are not covering every single action that are going to be in each job, so don't get worried.
I don't
if you
care.
don't see a
Just show me
particular
some
action,
new
don't
stuff.
worry that, oh, has it been deleted?
Show me some new stuff and we'll be
just Please be
good.
aware that it's not literally everything.
Hey, you didn't show us everything in the Heavensward one. I was fine. All I want to know is all of the stuff that we're going to be seeing. I want to see the samurai. I want to see the freaking red mage. I want to see ninja. I want to see bard. I want to see dark knight. I want to see Dark Knight. Do we actually... With the changes, do we get the Dark Aura? Do we actually get the Dark Aura back, guys?
Alright, roll footage, please.
It's starting! It's starting! It's starting! Guys! 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 Oh, I'm trying to help myself. The samurai. Red mage. Red mage is first. Double swords? Stone? What in the world is that? Okay, arrow. Oh my god, that flower move. A lightning skill? What in the world was that? Oh my god, look at all of those slashes! Oh! Was that a white Was that a white magic skill? We saw the explosion. Okay, this is the dragon. Okay. Oh. Was that actually Lancet? I wondered about that skill for a long time. What in the world? Okay, so that's how that gauge works. I see you. Did that skill just get bigger? We just turned red. What in the world is that? Oh my god! Guys, it's a more powerful freaking... Oh! Dark Knight, please show me something. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that the vertical skill that they were talking about? Is that an AoE? You can put cover on yourself? Oh my god, that looks sick! Bard, I'm gonna see something new. What in the world? That was the flute! What kind of venomous bite was that? Is that a new wind bite? What in the world? What skill is that? Did it increase something? Another flute skill. What in the world is all of these songs? What bow is this? The bard looks amazing. Okay, so that was that the page skill? And that is the tether. Okay. What in the world kind of nonsense was that? Putting up your dots. Oh, so that's a new explosion skill? What the hell? So, pretty much an overtime skill, you can actually do DPS while the fairy is healing double potency. Is that what it was? Okay. It's long range. You can do that skill again? Okay, increases the time. What in the world is that? It looks like some kind of field. What does it do? Guys, I'm so... Flamethrower, son. A freaking machinist has the fucking flamethrower. Oh, wow. What in the world is that move? They're having the same thing as the Scholar. What in the world is that skill? Is that a cross-roll skill? Hello? Hello? Warrior, 5 fucking fell cleaves. There's the freaking gap closer! Okay, so that wasn't forbidden chakra, but what in the world is that nonsense? Multiple punches! One. 2, 3. Oh my god! Guys, the warrior is not nerfed. It has been buffed. Okay. Do we get an immediate... What in the world was that? Holy crap, did the animations change or is that a new skill? What? Oh my god, Bahamut! We have summoned Bahamut! We have fucking summoned Bahamut! We have motherfucking summoned Bahamut! Motherfucking summon Bahamut, son! That's the next level of stone. What is that? Is that some kind of buff? Wait. Did the healer just buff the ley lines? What? And that's rescue. Okay, and we have the Black Mage. We've already seen most of their skills so far. But what was that Thunder skill? There it is. It looks amazing. Oh man, that animation is fucking sick. Instant cast, 3 of them, son. We can do this with running. And then, foul. Oh. Astrologian, what do you got? What do you have for me? What do you have for me? I can't. My heart is not taking this right now. What? Is that some kind of AoE? What does it do? Instant cards? What? Wait, it just powered the area. That whole entire thing, it exploded. The Astrologian, what the fuck is going on here? What? Was that the actual increase? Was that the damage increase? Wait a second. I'm seeing an effect that... They're literally freaking getting their chakra! Without even doing a single thing! Holy shit, guys! Samurai. Oh my god, that skill looks amazing! Stab! I'm loving all of these skills! They look so sick! Okay. Oh. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, Paladin. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Give me everything that you can. Show me something new. Was that a thunder skill? There was the holy. And there's the... He's fucking Link. Guys, what in the actual... Guys, what was that? What the actual heck was that skill? He looked like he was charging up for something. I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. The paladin looks like it's getting good. It has freaking Link's spin attack. And whatever skill that was that I saw at the very end, what in the world was that? I'm so watching this again. Guys, I'm watching this again. I'm watching this again later. Right now we're at a live stream, but once they upload this video, I'm so watching this again. We're going to delve into this shit right here. All of these new skills, the samurai, the red mage, oh, there's so much. Right now we're at a 10-minute break. So for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and just like get all of this right here and get some space onto my phone so I can record the later half of this. But you already know I'm gonna be doing a reaction, like a breakdown video of that video again. I have no idea what's going on. I can't wait for this game. This is fucking amazing. So much information. Guys, I will get back to you on break. This is probably going to be on another video, but for the love of all that is holy, there's going to be so much to talk about. I shall see you in the next video, the next part. Take care and have a nice day. Nice afternoon, nice all of that. I shall see you in the next one. Oh my God.